Triple B's Tees offer custom shirts and logo designs for all your apparel and merchandise needs, offering a variety of shirts, hats, hoodies, tumblers, and koozies. Triple B's will work with you one-on-one to personalize and perfect your logo. With over 5 years in the business, 20 years in the sport, they live for Demolition Derby.
Chunk and his crew can bring your imagination to realization with zero limitations. So for all your badass tees, choose Triple B's.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hard Nosed Derby Podcast.
What's up?
Oh, man. Another week down.
Another week down.
Bowling Green this weekend.
Yep. We had a little bit of local action this weekend. I had a show 9 miles from my house on Sunday that I drove past on my way back from Mr. Derek Court's wedding, which was kick-ass.
I wouldn't know.
And then it was real funny sending Snapchats to Teddy P from Teddy's daddy.
I take it you run into Tiny.
Who was drinking all the whiskey.
Oh, man. I talked to Court the next day. Told him, I'm sorry for not making it. They completely fucked me in the asshole at work. It was a good time. I worked all motherfucking weekend. We are recording today. It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I was off at 3:30.
Yeah.
Caught the fuck up. Thought we covered plumb up. They are not happy with me at work right now.
Steven done started some shit.
I was sitting on our fucking welding bench today. 10:30, 11 o'clock. I was like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, I got there at 7. Sprayer ready. And they were like, oh, we're kind of waiting. It's been heavy dew and stuff. I was like, motherfucker, it rained Saturday.
A little bit more than dew.
I said, how much we got before we're caught up? And they all kind of looked away and they're 200 acres. What? Oh, we got about 200 acres to spray. I was like, you fucking shitting me? We could have been done. Like now. So, there's that. I see a career change coming.
About time.
No, it'll be back to road work, so I'll be doing shit over the phone now.
At least you know to do it.
True that. Yeah, hell, they don't give a fuck.
That's what you got Sundays for.
Well, it don't even matter. Hell, I go set my fucking truck then.
Yep. It was cool to go to a wedding where it's a bunch of derby dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, I had a wedding like that.
Yeah. Zach Anderson, he drove over. Him and his wife, Court and his old lady, guys from Texas, Tiny and Travis and Caleb.
I got a bunch
Caleb,
of snaps.
who actually was second place in Las Vegas singles show. So the dudes know their shit.
I got a bunch of snaps and I was pissed off the whole time.
They had a little bit of extracurricular activity on Friday night. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. But
It looked like a good fucking time.
yes, congrats, Mr. and Mrs. Court.
Yeah, Court, I'll be there at the next one.
His funeral. You
went to that?
I did. We had Boone County.
Yes.
Lucky Sevens Promotions. Boone County Fair.
Looked like some local boys.
Yep.
Got to see Will White back in a motherfucking
Yes.
car.
Yes, we did.
And wheeled that shits down to third.
Yep.
He did not. It was like he never took a break.
No.
He said he knew the moment that he fucked up.
At that moment, he fucked up. And he knew it.
Yeah. He drove right up in the back of Trey's wagon.
Well, he said he was trying to soften it up.
Yeah, I don't think it worked. Did you see what Trey commented on it?
Yeah.
I need a bigger bumper.
Yes. They did the 2-man hobo.
Yep. Gut and go.
Yep.
Front wheel drive.
They're calling them 2-man hobo teams, but it was 2-man teams, but one and done.
Yes. 20 teams, right?
Yep, no heats. They just did the shit just as normal. Landon Worthy and Kyle Wardenhausen took the win.
Not unfamiliar names.
No. Cody Bedsworth and Seth DeWestplour. Hawktua took second. Garrett Jones and Brandon Piter third. And, oh, looky there. The Mad Dogs were Henry Ray and Tyler Bungart.
Can't believe that.
Yeah. Full-size street stock. 119. Mr. Trey Hewer, second place. 911, Mr. Rob Hewer. And third place, number 34, Will White.
Good to see Will back in a car. No shit.
Which I know you talked. You talked to him earlier this spring, and he mentioned it. He didn't say where he was going, but
I had a feeling. I had a sneaking suspicion.
yeah. And I know when we actually did Boone County a couple years ago, we looked at Alex's car, his boy Alex, thinking it was a stock car.
Wrong.
He said no. He said, I ain't building that stock car. He said, because me, stock car is big car gut and go.
Right.
And he said, this ain't it. Car looked really good.
Yeah, it was a rusty old Ford.
Yeah.
I mean, he said it. He said this is not a 10 out of 10 car. But his boy had a blast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Will has been around this shit for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
He's been helping with the Hewer pit crew for a long time. Him and his
man.
brother run for a while. Will is no dummy.
No.
And welder. Again, we see this come up a lot. Good to see him back in a car and fucking
Wheeling it
stopping
like he didn't even miss a beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Full-size bone stock. We got, bear with me here. Kevin DeGraffenreid. Second place, Jasper DeGraffenreid. Third place, Darren Witt. Mad Dog was Dallas Hardy. You can go onto the Lucky Sevens page. I believe that's where it was at. There is looks to me like a Vic wagon that could possibly be the most vertical nose I've ever seen in my life.
The frame rails in front of the A-arms, it looked straight up and down.
90 degrees, that's what it looked like.
I take that back. Remember Eddie Chick's car?
Yeah.
That
was bad, but I'm guessing that's like 80. This thing is the most vertical fucking bumper to front rail I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Which that means he probably had some fun. Or he was in way
Or he didn't
wrong
have
place.
any fun.
He had none. Looky there. Compact wheels.
Greg Neal. Second.
Big D.
Third.
He's kind of like, I'm just going to say it, he's kind of like a compact slut right now. Because he was actually in Cody Bedsworth compact.
Yeah.
And at Chilbina, he was in Blake's. Higbee, he was in Blake's.
What is that, a driver for hire?
It could be. Mr. Brandon Piter took the win there, and Dustin Ferguson was your Mad Dog. It looked like, all video and pictures I saw, it looked like they had a party. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
I asked you if you were going, and you said no. I got to work.
Yeah, I don't get to do anything.
And what did I say?
That's stupid.
Way stupid. But as I was coming back from Nebraska, they had a little show that started at 24 Raceway Park.
Yeah.
Or Moberly Motorsports
We
Park,
got
whatever
some
you
shit
call
we got to
it.
touch on that one.
Hot stocks. Mr. Jacob Green got another dub.
Yeah, he did.
I'm going to say
He was in the right fucking place at the right time.
Yep, right place, right time. Grant Bowling in second, Russell Shaw in third. The track didn't have what I would say any place where an official can stand. Is that?
This is not the first fucking time that issue's come up.
No.
I don't know what they're going to have to do to fix that because there's no way to get against that wall.
Mm-mm.
And it's not like we ain't done this shit before. You've got to have eyes around the track.
Yep. And you can't be ground level. You have to be up.
Yeah. I don't know the solution for that. The same issues came whenever I ran Quincy. It seems like that whole racetrack issue comes about.
Yeah.
Some people say tires are the solution. Yeah. No. I've watched too much crazy shit happen with tires.
And then I go back to Lunatic T-Bone Show at Oski, and they got the big ass tires.
Seen motherfuckers take a ride.
10% of the time, it does dumb shit.
Yeah.
You remember Levi was nosed up, looking at the stars and shit.
Which I couldn't have picked a better place for Levi, to be said.
And then there's that 90% of the time, the shit works.
Right. I'm just saying that you might have to rodeo clown that one.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know, because the discrepancy that I seen was Jordan Wood.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Switzerland. Don't give a fuck either way.
Not my pig, not my farm.
Right. Jordan messaged me. Y'all going to talk about this? Fuck yeah, we're going to talk about it. Huff called me.
Him double flipping off on the way?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Huff called me. And told me that he told him in the driver's meeting, if we throw a red and you don't stop, you broke off.
Mm-hmm.
He was proving a point. I see what he was doing.
But Jordan shouldn't have been the only one broken off.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it. There was at least 3.
And he's saying, well, he looked at me. Fuck. Did he?
He said, yeah. I read there was eye contact made.
Yeah. Well, and then I also heard that Jordan had on sunglasses.
Which Jordan always wears sunglasses.
Yeah. So that there is a slippery slope. I told my exact advice to Huff was, and what do we do all the time? We went live during our driver's meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Or somebody was videoing it. It was nothing until I figured out that it was something. Because shit just like this come up, and then I had rock solid proof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
here's where I fucking said it. You're going to have the pissing match back and forth. Do I think he should have been banned from all Huff shows? Fuck no. Jordan's got enough crowd that follows him.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to hurt your show.
I didn't even know that part.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that was one of the parts I didn't catch.
Yep. Yeah, he was to not return to any of Huff shows. That changed the outcome of the Derby, the end of it, because Grant was already stuck. Shaw was hurt.
Mm-hmm.
That was going to come down to Green and Jordan. And I don't know if you can change my mind on that.
Unless Jordan could have got Grant unhung.
He wouldn't have.
Because he was way deep.
Oh, yeah. Well, if I was Jordan, I wouldn't have.
Oh, no. I wouldn't have either.
Because that was the time to try to put yourself in that winner's circle.
Yep.
Fuck, Green seen it.
Yeah. With no steering, he just happened to limp over enough to get a little bit of contact.
Yep.
And took home a check.
Yeah. Those are the calls that I don't miss.
Yep. Because you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Well, you said in the driver's meeting, if you moved. Well,
Right, but you had a valid argument there. And I didn't get to talk to Huff about this, and I'm sure he's going to be like, what the fuck, man? But I've had some time to think about it. I told him to stay off fucking Facebook, first off, after the show. That's a given. But you would have had a leg to stand on after the fact whenever somebody was like, well, you said if somebody was moving. Well, fuck, half the goddamn field was moving. How was I supposed to go not fucking break all the motherfuckers off? Mm-hmm. Derby would have been over.
Yep.
Can't do that. Jordan did make an aggressive hit after the red. I did not get a concrete answer, but I didn't also get to answer or ask the question. I don't know what the fucking red was for. Because all I seen him do was break Jordan off, and then it fucking went back green. I might have missed a tire or something. I don't know. I'm not going to speak on that. But I'm just saying that under that red, I don't know why the red was thrown.
Yes.
I don't have the answers. All I can tell you is what I would have done, what I have done in that situation, and we go from there. Banning Jordan, might have been a little bit steep.
In my opinion, it should have been a stern warning. Hey, it's your one get out of jail free card to every one of you who just moved.
Yep.
You do it again.
I seen you look at me, motherfucker.
Yep, I will break every one of you off, and we'll go about the day. Like I said, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
It's hard to pick when to be a hard ass.
Yep. Yeah, do you want to do it with a couple shows left? Or do you want to be that hard ass the very first show?
I'm telling you, it's a learning curve.
Yeah.
Jordan, there is no sense in getting out and acting like that. There was kids there.
Yes, sir.
That are watching drivers. Let's not do that.
Yep.
Now you can call him afterwards and tell him to go fuck himself. I don't care. You can send him a Snapchat of you flipping the phone off.
Yeah.
Tell him that's all for him.
Yep.
But you got to watch it, man. There are little dudes out there.
That's right.
Want to jump in on the sport. And Huff.
Woosah.
Yeah, there is thought. Like, it was a fast-made decision, in my opinion.
Yes.
So, just, it is what it is.
But they had some more of a show.
They did.
Compacts.
Uh-huh.
Brady Smith back in the winner's circle.
Yep.
After a pretty long string of bad luck. He got the win, of course. Tyler Pickens second. Mr. Greg Neal third.
Yeah. Pulling double duty.
Yep. Gut and goes. Holy shit. Imagine this.
Garrett Baker.
Blake Ward second. Philip Strub third. Hobos.
Garrett Baker.
Cody Bedsworth second. Tyler Gladblack third.
You don't know how fucking bad I didn't want to be in that sprayer, and I wanted to be in my stock car up there. I'm not saying that I could have won it, but I could have changed the outcome of that show.
Yeah.
And not even on Garrett's part. I'm just saying that.
Because Cody was in a hobo compact.
Yeah.
In there. And
fucking Cody Meyer action, motherfucker.
But like I said, it seems like.
We've got a guest waiting on us.
Do we?
Yeah.
Well, we've got a little show coming up this weekend, Friday and Saturday. So let's.
Well, where? Bowling Green?
Bowling Green, Mo, baby.
Bud Shootout.
Pike County.
Let's get some information on that shits.
Let's just get them. Cool.
Right. Since Justin has been on board with us at Hard Nose, we have figured out how much Broadhead Decals means to the sport of demolition derby. His great quality parts are seen from coast to coast and everywhere in between.
But he can do more than just derby products. Your everyday business may need some pep in its step with new banners or stickers. And just give him an idea and let him run with it. Whether it's business related or just want to look badass in the winner circle, let Broadhead Decals work for you.
We do. Well, we had some questions about Bowling Green. We said, fuck it.
That's right. CDDA, Mr. Leon Rumsey, what's up, dude?
A lot. Sitting around, getting ready for the weekend.
Oh, well, are you ever really ready?
I don't think so. Cause like this weekend, we got 3 derbies all over. So it's Chad's running around like a chicken with his head cut off, getting everything organized.
Well, I guarantee he's not on fucking Facebook.
His face build skills are quite funny sometimes.
Well, man, before we jump into Bowling Green, let's recap a little bit on King of the Ring.
Lynn, Kansas.
That was a hell of a good show.
We got to watch a little bit of that. Tell us how it was from your all side.
Still every year, you seem to learn more and more. I was trying to do a little bit more helping out with the SAL. Chad more in the inspection line with his guys and stuff. I was floating in and out. You just learn things over and over. Every driver and competitor there was very, very well behaved and very, very well mannered on anything that we caught or we've seen, and everybody's able to discuss everything. We had a couple that had the load, and they were so understanding. Yep, we get it. Yep, we know. We knew better than when we were doing it. We just thought we'd try. So I got to give it to the competitors out there these days. It's getting more and more professional leveled every day.
Well, that's what we're looking for. I mean, if we're going to take this fucking sport to the next level, that's what we have to have.
Absolutely, and we've done it pretty strong with our rules, trying to stay the way they are and not trying to get crazy and writing 20-page rules for a 1-page rule. A set of rules doesn't need to be 20 pages. We're trying to show that on these stalker classes that 1 or 2 pages, you got plenty of, that's plenty. And people are getting used to how we inspect and how we do it. And they just don't push it no more. I mean, you think about it. You're going to try to get something past Chad Markley. I mean, that's like getting past Austin Johnson or any of them guys that are at these big shows. It just, I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, the one thing that I noticed, man, is you have females out that way that are just killing it. They are representing for the sport, whether it's in a compact or in a bone stock motor swap. You got Bubbles in that 2-man.
Bubbles and that. Yep.
They are
and,
just
Mrs.
fucking.
Stein.
Yes.
Yep, they were running the girls, the compact team. They got split up because the one had her bumper done wrong. We wouldn't let her run with the compacts, and she asked, can I go up a class? And we said, you want to go run with the hobo full size? And she said, yes, I do. And we went and made sure her cage was suffice and that she had a little bit of protection in there, and let her do it. And them guys got in a pissing match and forgot about that young 14-year-old kid and that girl out there in the compact.
Yes, they did. But then her teammate, who was in the compacts, she pulled the win off.
She pulled the win off in a team derby against the other, what was there, 6, 10, 11, 12 teams, whatever's out there,
yep.
20 cars, whatever it was. Yep, she took the win.
Well, and see, at that point, I mean, you're a fucking driver then.
Yeah.
I think she's like 20 years old. I think I've been watching her for probably 4 or 5 years. And she took that win.
Well, good for her. That was badass to watch.
Yep. The other one that was in the hobos, I don't know if I've watched her run much, but she knew what that clock was. She knew what the 45, 50-second mark was to make her hit and to stay out of a mess. I know that.
Well, I noticed one thing. She didn't waste any shots. I mean, she was wheel shots, front wheels, rear axles. She wasn't hitting people in the door. She was hitting people where that shit counts.
Yeah, she wasn't hitting nobody in no cages. I mean, and that just tells you that they grew up around it, and that they got good support, and they know what they're doing. I mean, they just shows that derbying's a family sport, and once you get into it, it's really hard just to walk out of.
Driver awareness. I can't say that enough. You and I even talked about that out at King of Ohio whenever we were talking about dials. had it dead to fucking rights under a red flag, was already in motion, and fucking hit the brakes. Driver awareness is something that I can't talk about enough.
Yes. Yeah. Even on that, on both them girls, if you watch, I went back and watched a little bit of it because I was kind of interested. They weren't out there making right turns either. They kept their driver's door to the inside of the track, their passenger side to the concrete blocks. You know, they come in, make the hit, and they get right back out into that mode. And both of them did the same thing. It was just like they were there to drive it, and they were there for one thing.
And I love that shit. I love to watch a chess match. I'm not saying that I don't love Mad Dog and you know, somebody that's going out there and going crazy, but man, honestly, what I like to watch is whenever somebody is driving that shit.
Yeah, there's a difference between driving and going out just having a good time. But yet, I like it that you can see some of them drivers, they just turned it up.
Yes.
I mean, there was a little pissing match in that hobo class. A lot of the cars that paid entries to come didn't show up. And it looked like it was kind of a town team deal. But, you know, it was 3-on-2. They were keeping it fairly clean. I mean, it wasn't like they were pinning and holding. It was just, we're going wide open shot shit.
That they did.
So King of the Ring and Lynn was the crowd loves it. That, you know, I go and I ask a lot of people, what do they think about that pitting in the middle? And I get so many people that think that is so neat they can sit there and watch everybody work on their cars real quick. You know, me and Chad noticed we got to work on a couple safety aspects. A lot of them guys were throwing up jack stands, and you're out there on the, I mean, it's a pretty hard track, but still, it is a mud track, and things can get soft. We've seen a few cars wiggling, and we'd run over and have them put some tires under and everything, but we gotta come up with something like if we provide, I don't know, jack stand plates or something, you know, just to try to make things a little bit safer out there for that, because everybody's rushing around, but we don't want nobody getting hurt, you know what I mean?
Well, we've told our listeners and, you know, even our buddies around here and stuff, hey, go watch this format. I said, they're changing the fucking game. I said, these people are getting to watch them work on their car on the track in the middle of a show.
Yep.
Yes. And we do have the time thing, you know, the 15 minutes we try to stick really tight to. It might be 16, 17, you know, by the time, because sometimes usually if we got one car to go, we let them go out there. As soon as that last car's off the track, we let them come in and start working. And then we, you know, make them stop, and then everybody can fuel their cars if they need fuel at the end. That way there's no torches or grinders or cutoffs going or anything like that. That way they fuel safely and we don't see no, you know, tragedies like that. So, and they all follow that rule pretty good. They all know that if they try to cheat that and get out there and work on their car early and stuff, they can be disqualified pretty quick. And, you know, every year there's some that are new to it. They're trying to get that advantage or whatever, and they get caught a little bit. But we haven't had to throw nobody out for it yet. But it'll surely, you know, they keep trying it.
Well, this is something the fans have never seen before. You know, they don't get that opportunity to see these guys, what they're doing real fast to get these cars ready to run again.
I think it was last year. I think it was Nader's. It'd be one of Tix's guys from up in that area. He changed an axle, lower and upper control arm, and a tie rod in that time.
Holy shit.
His crew come out. They had shit in hand, every tool they need. No, nothing extra, I'll tell you that. But they come out, they had it. Car went up, and they threw tires underneath because they got lucky enough it was all on one side. So they basically took the car off basically on one side. They went to work on the axles, and the other ones went front end. By the time we let him down, it was done. I don't think he got a rear end cover back on it, but he did get his axle shoved in there, and he made it quite a ways.
And what I really like about this, Leon, is you guys in the first half, you pull out Mad Dogs. So Dan Mars and Jason Dials were pulled for the Mad Dog, well-deserved, but you get a little bit of special treatment if you get pulled for that because you get to start working before anybody else.
Absolutely. If you're pulled as a Mad Dog, we have a spot right there on the end of the track that is fenced off, and it is strictly for those Mad Dog cars and their pit crews to work on. And nobody can put no tools in there or anything like that until they're pulled off. If they get pulled out and put in that area, then boom, then they get to start working on it. But it has to be in that sectioned area, so they still, like everybody else, have to bring it. But they get to start as soon as they're pulled out. And I know we pulled out, I think it was Dan Mars and Dials, Charlie Finkbinder and his wife They were the first ones out last year, and they made it out again this year. I can't even tell you who the other ones were.
I think
being the one that don't choose them.
Wasn't it
I
Morgan
don't
Dials?
know, but I'd have to look who it was. But I think in the end, the overall Mad Dogs in that class, X Factor, old Dan Mars and that Charlie Finkbinder, they split it because it was kind of a tie. They said Finkbinder was having all four wheels off the ground when he started smoking people in the feature. Of course, that was on the end of the track. I didn't get to see. I was watching my corner, so and I've seen a lot of Dan's, but they ended up splitting that, and they each got a Mad Dog trophy, and they split the money. So.
Man, I can't believe Dan Mars turning it up off the rip like that. Shit.
He didn't let off either, I don't think. Did he? Did he ever actually hit the brakes, really?
No, there's no sense in that dude having brake pedals. Honestly, he really don't need reverse.
But, and for a stock car, I mean, that's a bone stock build. There's no tilting, none of that going on. And you got to make some square hits or else it's just going to go cockeyed on you.
Yep.
And how him and a few of them get that to last just by constant square hits is pretty good. But when you go look, it pushes instead of raising.
Mm-hmm.
So it don't look as bad as it actually is. The car doesn't.
Well, it's good that you all had a good show out there. We love seeing that. We don't, like we've talked a bunch, we don't want any promoter to fail. But the ones that are really putting in that effort, we love seeing the wins. You know what I mean? And you've still got people talking about your show a week and a half later. I'd say you got it going on.
Yep.
Yeah, and that King of the Ring, Chad, that used to be in Salina, this and that. And Chad will do it that Oktoberfest. We kind of do it that way with a couple of the classes. The Bone Stock Points finale, we do the same thing. Like it's half the cars, we pull them off, we let them work, and then let them go back for that points championship that end of the run at Salina at Crashtoberfest. So he's done it a few times like that, but the actual derby of King of the Ring is the Lynn, Kansas. And me and Chad were talking about it today. You take that show, I think we could get a standing anywhere we went with that show with that format. But the SAL boys in Lynn, Kansas, I'll tell you what, that's a group to work with right there. They're putting in the effort to make sure that show's a success.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, let's touch on the one you've got going on here in Missouri.
Bud Blowout.
It's time. The days are counting down. When this shit drops, it will be crunch time.
Yes.
So, Pike, what is it? Pike County Fairgrounds, right? The Bud Blowout?
Yes,
Bowling
sir.
Green, Missouri.
The right side of Pike.
Yes, the good side of Pike County.
Yeah. Good. I didn't know there was a side. Sorry.
Well, there's a Pike County, Illinois that's right across there too, and
You got to cross that
Okay.
river.
but
so this one here, the fair board there, they stepped up and threw it out there this year, turning it into a 2-day show. This is completely with the fair board. We did not sell this to them. They come and this is what they wanted, and we said we'll do our best to make it work. So everybody knows that CDDA is pushing that hobo motor swap class to be the next. Everybody knows that it makes a big rotation. It seems like go bone stock all the way up to mods, and the derby just makes this big circle, at the county fairs. So you got to do what you got to do. This motor swap, it's a little bit above the hobos and a little bit below the limited, or below the bone stocks, above the bone stocks and below the limited welds. So, and if anybody's going to push the rules, it's them boys out there in Pike County.
Well, from where you guys usually always put a show on from Kansas City West, in Kansas, what drew you guys to want to come over and do Bowling Green?
They contacted Chad a couple years ago. There was nothing wrong with the promotions they had. They were getting car counts. They just wanted to switch up a little bit. And so that's kind of what it worked out as. And we said, in 2 of the classes, these are the classes that we want to run. The only thing that we vary from any other show is we kind of adapt their hobo front-wheel drive compact class. I think it's Austin Johnson's rules. And that's kind of what we run off out there for that. So, because most of them guys that are everywhere around there is kind of running that's their dominant class for that compacts. So we do the hobo team show up there. Then we got the a rookie youth class, and it's no passengers in any of our classes. We don't allow that. But it's 14 and up. The 14 they got to have a learner's permit. We have that class, hobo compacts. Then the street stock is what they call it up there, which is our limited weld. So all those classes will be taking place on Saturday, and all the heats for the hobo team show will be on Friday night.
Which I will be there. I'm not sure if this dude sitting next to me is going to be able to be there on Friday. But
I may just quit.
he's already talking about a career change anyway, so.
Well, yeah, we got you. We're waiting on you. So, like, I think we're opening the pits. We'll take off. Chad and our team will take off for Missouri Thursday night after when we get off of work. We'll take off Thursday night, and then the pits will open up down there like at 1 o'clock. So,
you bringing any of that good whiskey with you?
Oh, I guess I could try to find me some of that Cattleman's, huh?
That's what I'm talking about.
I got to get work out of this dude. You can't be getting them all hammered shit.
You know what's bad? We were taking the TSL guys for Lynn, and they were making their commercials and stuff from some of the sponsors for the Lynn King of the Ring show, and so we stopped by the local brewery and distillery here, and I think Tix bought a case of that bourbon.
Man, that shit's good.
Well, I do gotta ask. During that, some of those commercials, you got Mr. PRI Coolers himself.
Old Todd.
Yep, you got Todd to do a commercial for the PRI. Did Tix buy that Track Shot Live cooler?
Tix got him the Track Shot Live cooler. I believe a couple others got ordered. They got to see Todd's facility and stuff, and they were just, Todd's just not about coolers. He's got lasers and plasmas, and he's got big time brake presses and all that stuff too. So, yeah, Prairie Road Ironworks, they're the full meal deal out there.
Ever since Ohio, I snap the dude probably once a day. And he's always sending me pictures of guns and shit, and I'm like, you son of a bitch, I'm gonna have to drive out there.
He likes his tutus.
Oh, he does.
But no, this team show though, have you guys seen the purse for the team show?
Oh yeah,
$10,000 to win.
To win $10,000, $7,000, $5,000, $45,000, $3,500. I mean, come on, this is a county fair, guys.
Yeah, maybe y'all can get that prize money up for these little county fairs.
$5,000 to win.
That is one thing that I will give it up to Bowling Green. They've never been scared to throw fucking money at it.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
And I'll tell you what, as promoters, there's places you go and you get treated right. And I'll tell you what, they take care of us on the food and everything, and always making sure they do great. I mean, we're treated very well. We have great working relations pretty much with all the fair boards and towns that we do this with. But, Chad has built up a reputation, and he sticks to it, and he expects us to act and be a certain way and do things the right way, and it shows by how you get treated back by him.
And we got to see that firsthand. I mean, hell, whenever we were out there in Ohio, all you guys were stand up as shit. Like, I had a blast. We kind of migrated over towards your all's pits, and that's kind of where we hung out most of the weekend. And it was always, hey, you want this or you want that, or we've got this, whatever. So, and I see that spilling over into your all's promotion stuff, and like you can't find better guys.
It's the whole derby thing, I still say, all the shows that I'm involved in and being involved with demo, with being an inspector there and stuff. But one of my best times that I like is still going to Old Blizzard Bash in Topeka, Kansas. I haven't missed one back from when it was Sam back in Columbus, Nebraska, when he was doing them there, or when he moved it. I ain't missed a Blizzard Bash yet. I don't ever plan on missing one. But it's the people you meet, Derbian, and everybody stays as just, I mean, it's family. Even the people you competed with and had knockout, drag-out fights with, everybody stands around and has a good time, talks, tells stories, shakes hands, and everybody would do something for anybody if they needed something. And that's what Demolition Derby is. It's a true family.
And do Facebook Live videos when 8 out of 10 people are hammered drunk?
Nope, we shut them off and delete those. We only talk about those.
I spoke more to Mr. Chad Markley at King of Ohio than I have in my entire life. It could be he was a few of beverages deep.
No, all he was drinking was those non-alcoholic Coronas. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Dude, the flavor, you make fun of those. Those are better than the regular ones, taste-wise.
Hey, I'm not going to deny it. Everybody was like, what the fuck are you drinking? I'm like, hey, man, they're not bad.
For an NA beer.
Yep, you gotta have that beer when it's nice and warm out, you know, but don't want to get all cocked up. But yeah, that was a good time. And Devin Smith's video of the golf cart derby, we were standing right there. And we're just like, oh man, it's time to leave.
Yep, time to go, boys. Time to go. Well, Leon,
Yep,
you guys, you said it. I wasn't gonna put anybody on blast, but you did say it. You are actually going to tech at Bristol.
Yes, in three of the classes.
Is that any extra strain on you, knowing you guys got to get through all the summer stuff that you have with the CDDA before you even get to go to Bristol? Is that any added pressure?
The only thing that I've noticed, and the guys that, and if anybody's listening, then they're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. I have to tell them, let me get directly back to you because the rules are different. So I have to make sure I'm answering for the right set of rules because I don't answer hardly any of the CDDA rules. Everything goes straight to Chad. We do it one person, except for the compact cars. I answer all the questions for CDDA for that. A little bit on the hope that everything we direct directly to Chad for all answers because he's the head tech of all of it. It's his promotion. It's his name. When I got asked to be on that, I was asked to look over the rules. I did it. I made a few changes just to make it so it wouldn't be such a gray deal. And I'll tell you what, the guys are asking great questions. Today was one of them. Had a great discussion with a compact driver. Sent pictures. I didn't like it, but he was correct. So he gets to do it, but we compromise on a great way to do it. That's something that we just got to make notes and fix it for next year. But they're asking, and they're knowing that it's not going to be the ask for forgiveness thing. Won't be the best way at Bristol. You follow the rules.
You said you're helping tech at Bristol. What classes are you helping with?
The bone stock compacts, the pro stock compacts, and the minivans. And the minivans and the bone stock are compacts. That's the same exact set of rules with a few word differences because of tailgates and trunks and stuff. But those are the same. And then the next build is just a little bit heavier build compact. Nothing real crazy. There's no cradles or anything like that. But one class gets some more patching and more frame plates than the others, and a little bit more welding. So,
and you're running the compacts on Monday, correct?
I have no idea. I don't. What is it? It's the 3rd through the 6th, right? I think tickets are bought. I can't remember. I got to go back and check and make sure I got those travel arrangements made. But yeah, the questions are good that are coming in, and it's going to be fun to be part of that. It really will be.
I probably should start on a car.
Did you enter?
Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
Oh, yeah, but I'm running that stock class.
There you go. Full size or compact?
Full size.
Full size, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's good because you know who's inspecting that one, right?
Who's that?
Robbie is the man.
Good fucking deal.
Robbie is the man.
There it is.
Good deal.
Yep, and it's already been announced out, so that's a good thing.
Well, Mr. Leon, we've got a killer weekend ahead of us, man.
Yep.
Are you guys expecting just full tilt wide open, or do you think people are going to try to use their head to just go for that 10 Gs?
Well, that's a very hard one because last year we got there, and I don't know what there was, 30, 35 cars in the arena at the same time. And it's the first derby I ever seen where the whole arena just went wide open as hard as they could till they hit something. I was like, what are these guys doing? They were just going ape shit. Well, then I figured out most of it was on the same two guys. But they served it up, and they put on a show last year. Fast pace. Every class was fast paced. So I wouldn't dream that they would do anything different because these guys, they can take their cars. They run Friday night. Their cars don't have to stay on the grounds. They get to take their cars, fix them, and come back and get re-inspected.
Good deal.
So that might change it a little bit, knowing that they get to go home and do that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but like I said, we got the Hobo Compacts on Saturday night. We got the Rookie Youth Hobo Compacts, the Limited Weld, all on that. But I'm going to touch on something else, though, real quick. So that's this weekend in Pike County, Missouri, Bowling Green. But we're also in Oakley, Kansas.
Yes, I heard that.
Chad's had that one for a while, but this is all these classes they got. A bone stock full size, bone stock compacts, limited welds, mods, hobo motor swap, limited weld compacts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 one and done features.
Holy shit.
Yep. Yep. And they put out, and one of them, they got sponsors out there like crazy. So like they get the high school kids are getting involved in building cars. So there are all these, like all your derby parts guys and stuff, they've all thrown in, and it's all because it's for, it's prizes for the hardest hitting high school kid or the one that finished the highest place. They got stuff for them, to help build their next cars. So that's just a great group out there in Oakley, Kansas. Then that same Saturday, we're also in Burlington, Kansas. And that's a 80s full-size bone stock and then bone stock compacts and the hobo motor swap class out there.
Well,
so
we need some of
going on
those
this weekend by CDDA.
We need some of those big sponsors to help pay for plane tickets and shit. So why don't you just get us hooked up?
Yeah, why don't you hook us up with a couple big sponsors here for the podcast?
Well, if you think about that's this weekend, but then that's the 27th. So then after this weekend, next weekend, have you heard about the Abilene, Kansas team show this year?
No.
It's their 50th year. So they put out the money, and I think it's like $50,000 they put into a purse. And there is a limited weld team show, 2-man, heads up, so the costume and the feature, but you're going out there 2-on-2. It's August 3rd and 4th. There's also the hobo class and the 80s bone stock. And then on the Saturday night, you got the team consies, 80s bone stocks, front wheel drive bone stocks. And then you got of course, power wheels, stuff like that. And then you also got the feature, the limited weld. And I suggest everybody go on to Midwest Championship, CDDA, Facebook, and look at the list of drivers. Some people around, if you're anybody in Kansas, you will know every name on that list, and your mouth will just drop. It's on like Donkey Kong in Abilene, Kansas next weekend.
I'm thinking you fuckers are just a bunch of overachievers.
100%.
And then August 9th, we head off to Goodland, Kansas. Then we go August 17th to Salina, the Tri-Rivers Fair. The 24th, we go to Perrington, Texas. August 31st, Clyde Watermelon Festival. September 1st, Hoisington, Kansas. September 9th, the Kansas State Fair. Then, of course, we end our season with Crashtoberfest, which is usually in October. We're trying to get them to move it to the last weekend of September. due to somebody having to get some cars built for Bristol.
Well, I did.
That's probably why you're talking to me and not Chad, because somebody's probably welding.
I watched the live, and he did admit that he was actually already welding on his Blizzard Bash ride. He was going to get Blizzard Bash car knocked out first before his Bristol ride. That is not like Chad.
Nope. He had to. He wanted the Blizzard Bash frame done, and then the Ohio car or the Bristol car will come in, and then when he'll get it knocked out, and then go right back to the Bash cars. So, Bristol's important to him, but I don't know. You guys know Chad. I think everybody knows how important Blizzard Bash is to him too, being in the home state. So,
yes.
Well, man, we appreciate you. We'll let you get back to it. We're going to wrap this thing up, and we'll see you this weekend.
That's right.
we'll be there. Just come up. We got you taken care of. I think Chad's got you on the list, so everybody know what's going on. So,
and we will do some live.
Oh yeah. We will. We will have this
get some
bitch.
coverage.
Oh yeah. But
We appreciate you guys coming out.
we will catch up with you this weekend, sir. We appreciate it.
Maybe we'll drink a beer or something when it's all over on Friday night or Saturday night. Who knows?
Oh, bring some of them Corona NAs.
You got it, man. We'll talk to you guys later.
Later, buddy.
Leon.
Yeah, bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Well, we said we was gonna get somebody on there, and we got Mr. Leon on there.
I'm telling you, they are a bunch of overachievers.
Oh, dude. Well, I've told you, I love this sport, and I love what we do. But the dedication you see some of these promoters put in, it's almost a godsend that we step back.
They have more shows in 1 month than most promoters have in a year.
Oh, dude.
In this area. You know, we've talked to
Right.
the Smash It guys, 28, 32
900
derbies.
fucking shows. That's
fuck
insane.
that. But these dudes are literally doing more shows in 1 month.
Well, they're doing more shows in one weekend than what I want to do.
That's 3 too many. How about that?
I would have loved to have got Chad on, and we will.
Oh, yeah.
We've got winter.
Yeah.
We might even buzz out that direction. I like giving Leon shit because he goes back and tells Chad.
We'll
The
bring
Corona thing was a running joke out there in Ohio.
We'll bring you Miller Lite.
Dude, what? Fuck, man. That's whenever I found out that.
Hey,
like,
even though he's Team Kansas, Steven likes him.
I was like, shit, did we just become best friends? He was up there watching that show with us at King of Ohio. I seen him drinking a Miller Lite. I was like, hey, you want another one of those? I drank one. So then every time I went and got one, I just bring him one back.
He drank like more than one. Let's put it that way. 11.
Oh, but no, we had a fucking blast with those guys.
But what I like,
That's why everybody was shocked whenever Chad come up to me with that Corona NA. Mm-hmm. Dude, the motherfuckers were good.
yeah.
Like, not trying to be a bitch, but hey.
But what I like, okay, these guys have 3 derbies in 3 complete different areas. But Chad has enough faith in
his
his
guys.
crews to do those and not have to worry about it.
Right.
Not many people can do that shit. We've seen Lucky Sevens do like 2, but usually one's a derby and one's more of a figure 8
I'm
type
not
of deal.
fucking confident enough in myself to do
Correct.
one show.
Yeah, it's
And I know promoters out there that are overconfident about what the fuck they're doing.
correct. Yeah.
I'm not going to name any names.
We're going to get all up in it in Bowling Green. We did say we're going to go live. As long, it's been a minute since I've been there.
No, we'll be able to go live there.
Okay.
I actually have not told you this, but I have a Verizon mobile hotspot now. So I think whatever we are not covered with your phone, my phone being US Cellular, and this Verizon hotspot, We should be able to fucking do something.
So that's 3 different brands.
Yeah.
AT&T, Verizon, and US Sailor.
Yep.
Should get us anywhere we need to go.
And I've got unlimited on the Verizon deal, so if need be, we will hook to that bitch. And
Roll it up in the backpack and go again.
oh yeah, Dora.
Hey, explore this, motherfucker.
We're supposed to be a unit. Yeah, you suck my unit.
Dudes.
Got some new motherfucking commercials coming at you,
That's
too.
right. One of those commercials, he is getting ready for Heber. Mr. Justin did make a post. You had to have your orders in X day because it was all hands on deck. So be patient. Let him get this derby over with in his 3-piece suit. Because that's this weekend too. Destructive behavior.
Heber, baby.
Free
So
99,
much money. So much motherfucking money.
100
some change.
5,000.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever it is.
The fact that we're saying 100K should be enough that you're like,
Six
yeah, fuck it.
figures.
They're giving out somebody's fucking 2 people's salary.
That's right. If you're not going to be at Bowling Green, watch it.
Fuck if you are at Bowling Green, still watch it.
I'm going to watch it on Sunday. It depends on what time they start on Saturday. Fuck, I might watch it Saturday morning. Catch up on Fridays. I have saw pictures of cars that are going there, and they're absolutely stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Which, per the fucking norm.
Correct. The guys that I'm seeing taking are always...
I want to give a little bit of shout out while we're talking about Utah to Mr. Brody Million. Did you see that car?
Yep. All fucked up.
He used the front of that bitch. Faux show. Driving like his dad.
Yep. It's like Brody tried to have a little bit of pace, and then it was like
All
pace
of
went
it.
all
Here,
out
you
the
get
window.
all of it. You're getting everything.
All of
Did you
it.
see that radiator hose hanging out the front of it? It was the radiator hose was longer than the bumper.
No.
Most people measure from bumper to bumper. On Brody's car now, you have to measure from radiator hose to bumper.
Yeah, because it was like 7 or 8 inches past it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, Brody, fucking
Way to wheel it,
keep
kid.
killing it, homie.
Way to wheel it, kid. I did get verification. He will be at Salt Lake City.
Oh, hey, did you know who was in Missouri this weekend, motherfucker?
Yes, I do know. I said, why did you pick a weekend where I'm at a wedding?
Well, I kind of said the same thing, and then after I got to thinking about it, I was like, why the fuck would anybody plan their vacation around me? So, Casey, I get it. I won't kick you in the dick, but I might like give you a little tap.
But he was rocking the Hard Nosed Derby podcast
In
team
Branson.
shirts in Branson.
Oh yeah, I give him that.
Yep.
Again, fucking killer dudes. I mean, the reason why I bring that up is because they're fucking fun. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, Marty, he's a blast.
All 7 foot 10 inches of his fucking long legged
I
ass.
definitely look up to Marty.
I swear he's got like an 87-inch inseam.
Jesus Christ.
He stepped on a rollback.
Yeah, and he still has to tuck his dick in his boot.
Sorry, guys. Oh. But, so, we've got Bowling Green this weekend. We have Destructive Behavior, Heber City, Utah, this weekend as well. We're going to be at one, going live. You can watch the other one on Trackshot Live, $3.99. And there's some cool shit still coming, boys and girls. Hey, you're going to hear a new ad.
Little Fisher built, son.
That's right. That's right. So, well,
Hold on. You can't quit talking yet. You're only at 58 minutes.
we got to go 2 more minutes.
Oh, hey, let's talk a little bit about Bristol. It's been a minute since we touched on that. Mm-hmm. I would say about any fucking day you can expect to start seeing some name drops.
I hope.
I don't know that for a fact, but we're getting there.
I had dudes in Nebraska. They're like, "You got the list?"
No. Yes.
I said, "Yes."
You can't say it.
I said, "Do you know how much of a bitch it is to have this list and not be able to say anything about that list?"
I'm going to show you something after we're done here that Dustin just sent me, and they're going to break the fucking internet again.
Always breaking the internet.
Oh,
Shit!
Go ahead.
DLS promotions.
Oh.
Montgomery City was this past weekend as well. I didn't see. I don't know those guys. You know, the ones who run. I think Eric Reed. I think he cashed a check again in the street stocks. I think Chase Colbert got third in the stock class. Dale RIP'd his Vegas motor.
Oof.
Not his new motor, but his Vegas motor. I think it lasted almost 4 years. And that's pretty solid.
Well, do we need to say that name of that builder again?
Shane
Fessler.
Fessler
built, baby.
Troy Moe.
One bad motherfucker.
That's exactly what is on the valve cover of his new one. Shane Fessler, bad motherfucker in engines.
Well, I mean, they speak for themselves because it's not like Dale goes out there and babies them shits.
No. Nope, but he killed one. But, DLS, they're just rocking that shit. I think they've got maybe St. Charles County is this weekend as well. It's a St. Charles County fair. So over in that St. Charles, O'Fallon area, wherever that shit is at, they've got another one. I think that's six. There's some fucking overachievers, too.
We need that, though. This sport needs that. And then they need guys like us to cover that shit.
But we need like 14 people to go to all these places to cover that shit.
We just need somebody to send us some video.
Yes.
And then we'll take care of the rest of it.
Yeah, Casey. Why don't you go live?
Please?
Please. If you
Unless you're feeling like being mean to men again, whatever.
Because if she goes live, then we'll just post it.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, we'll take you to the top with us.
Like I said, corporate sponsors. I'm waiting to 34,000 foot in the air. I'm ready. Please.
Dale, you just go with us. We'll get you everywhere you need to be. You just get us there.
That's right. Go hang out with Justin.
Yeah. Well, fuck, we'll take you. You can hang out with Johnny. You can hang out with Court.
Yep.
Justin. Chunk.
Gumby.
Yeah. I mean, dude,
All of them.
We'll take you. We'll put you where you need to be. You just got to get us there. See, I feel like I should be a fucking salesman.
Well, I think we're over our hour. Make sure to hit up Triple B's Tees.
Ooh. For all your t-shirt needs.
That's right. Broadhead decals.
For all your decal needs. Banners.
Fisher built.
For them tanks, son.
That's right. Got any last words?
Nope.
Make junk, boys. Fisher built. Fuel tanks are the next generation of fuel tanks on the demolition derby parts market to date. With stainless steel construction, every tank is internally welded, braced, baffled, and pressure tested, with 2 standard size options available.
Fisher built tanks have you covered. From your local county fair shows all the way to your national level events, where you need maximum fuel capacity and structural integrity to get you to the end. If you are in need of a next level design tank, or you just need a second fuel tank for your new setup, give Fisher Built a chance to earn your business. You won't be disappointed.